Spring training is officially underway and things are not looking good. We are 3-16. Make it 5-16. We finally got some wins here. And just giving you a little update on how things are looking. We are the worst team in spring training currently. It's not looking so hot, man. Do we question Marcus Tams? Do we question what we're doing here? The team that we're building? Because it ain't working right now. Not working very well. Woodford, Feltner, Dolander, Freeland, Hancock. None of the ERAs are that spectacular. Our bullpen looks pretty solid, but that's pretty much the only positive thing coming out of spring training at this current stage. Walker Buehler only has 2 innings pitched, so the nice shiny new piece to our rotation hasn't even been getting into action here, which opens up an opportunity for us in today's spring training action going up against the San Francisco Giants, who boast a couple of custom prospects. Only one player is going to be actually called up to the big leagues in spring training, in camp. So we'll go up against them and we'll give Walker Buehler just a little bit more of a run here. Maybe he pitches 4 to 5 innings, try to get that the inning count up a little bit for spring training. Batting average as well, not looking too great either. I'm not really impressed with anything that our Rockies team is doing so far. Tolia, across 35 at-bats, has a solo home run. That's it. That's as much juice as that he's providing us. Brenton Doyle's batting a $143. It ain't good, man. It ain't good. So hopefully we can turn this thing around against the 10-11 Giants here in spring training. We got the purple uniforms on, but the pinstripe pants. Not normally a spring training look here for our Rockies. At least that not by default. We've got the white pants, the solid white. Trying to change the outlook here in spring training just a little bit. Try to get a little bit more swagger going on here tonight. Strikeout on Tyler Fitzgerald. 1 up, 1 down. Take a look at that nasty break here on the sweeper. Beautiful pitch, outside corner. Jung-Hoo Lee, set him up, set him down. 2 straight strikeouts. Ramos, ground ball here. Vargas fields it in fair territory, but then throws it in foul territory for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down for Walker Buehler. Looked pretty darn good doing it. Let's head out here to the bottom of the first inning. We are taking on Jordan Hicks in spring training across 21 innings. He's been spectacular. 27.5% strikeout rate. Not going to get Brenton Doyle to strike out. He got the good timing. 0-0 pitch. Very first fastball that he got. Put a good swing on it. Got some power to it, but not enough to get it out of the ballpark. So Michael Tolley hitting 143. Doyle 138. These batting averages are awful. We'll see if Ildemaro Vargas can do anything. And he can't. He's going to be aggressive as well. Fouled out there to the left fielder, Helio Ramos. And that'll be 2 up, 2 down. Luckily for us, Tolia actually worked the pitcher. Worked Jordan Hicks. Worked the count after 2 straight pitches, 2 straight outs for the Rockies going 1-2-3. Let's go full count here to Josh Naylor. He drives a base hit right past Amador. Willie Adames gets a base hit as well. Cameron Eden fields his position nicely in right field, making a strong throw. A little one-hopper back to third base to halt Josh Naylor, who is, in fact, an aggressive base runner. As you guys can see here, he's actually going to round third, head for home. Here comes the throw from Cameron Eden. Is it going to be in time? No, sir. Naylor rounds third hard, gets into home plate safely. Giants will take the 1-0 lead thanks to Josh Naylor. Aggressive base running. Now here's Anthony Reagan hitting 281 in spring training as a guy that was just drafted. He's on the 40-man roster. If he can get the power stroke going, we're trying to avoid that from happening to us. He might just make the big league club in season 2 this year, just being drafted. That'd be crazy. But Reagan's going to work this to a 2-1 count. We're trying to stay away from him here. We don't want this thing to be 4-0. Here's a line drive, foul territory. What a play by the ball boy. Sign this guy up. We need him. We need him. Play some second base for us. 2-2 pitch here, and oh, nice pitch by Buehler to get him on the 12-6 curveball. Took a lot off on that pitch. 78 miles an hour. We'll take a look at the Google StatCast. Stay away, stay away, stay away. And stay away, but that one caught the inside part of the plate there, right down the middle. That one was a mistake. And then the 12-6 curve. Nice play. Here's Vargas, ground ball to third. He's really only got 1 play. Probably could have gone to second base, but I think there was just maybe a little bit too much speed I don't think Vargas has that great of an arm to get the runner. So Cole Young will take this one here at shortstop, and we are out of the jam. So thank the Lord for Walker Buehler getting those 2 ground balls. Now here's Kyle Schwarber, 2-2 pitch here. Jordan Hicks blows the fastball right by him. And he's still trying to get that batting average up as well, trying to get the power numbers going. Amador steps up with 1 down here in the second. He does get our first base hit against Jordan Hicks. That'll start maybe a little mini rally here, maybe possibly. Cole Young ground ball here to third. Chapman back over to second. Fitzgerald over to first, not in time. Too speedy is Cole Young. Here's a little ground ball from Cameron Eden. They'll just go ahead and flip over to first base for the final out of the second inning, and the Giants will shut down the Rockies here in the second. Let's go top third. Tyler Fitzgerald, sinker, looking. 4 strikeouts. 0-1 pitch here to Jung-Hoo Lee. Line drive to Beck. He's got that one easily. Route number 2. How about Helio Ramos? Can he come through this time? No, sir. Again, great pitch. Buehler's now got 5 strikeouts in 3 innings pitched. Love it. Still 1-0 here, Giants. Naylor's going to go down. Strike 3, swinging. Fastball's hitting 95. Love that. 6 strikeouts. 1-2 pitch here. 12-6 curve to Willy Adames. That takes some guts. Adames has got some power, but he's now got 7 Ks. Chapman. Oh my goodness. That curveball is nasty for Walker Buehler. 8 strikeouts in 4 innings. Love to see it. So our 2 shiny new additions here, Kyle Schwarber and Walker Buehler. One is performing well. The other, not so much. He's walking away in disappointment. You can see just like what's going on here with Schwarber. He's just, the contact rating is just so low. Like, we know that that's what Schwarber's game is all about. He's all about the power, contact, a little bit low, on the low side. But it looked like we had good timing on that pitch too. Just couldn't put it in play. So Buehler gives up a base hit here, and we will turn it now over to Carson Palmquist. Haven't seen him a whole lot in spring training. In fact, this is his first spring appearance. Love how the CPU manages all this stuff in Sim. He will get a strikeout here, so we'd love to see that. Max Stassi, line drive here to Jordan Beck. That's out number 2 with a man on base here in the 5th. So Buehler, as you know, if you're doing the math, only went 4 innings, but that's okay. He's only had 2 logged this entire spring. So Palmquist will end up giving up a walk here to the next batter faced, and now it's Jung-Hoo Lee with an 0-0 count. Line drive, base hit right over Vargas's head. Beck's got this one, going to cut it off before it hits the wall, but not going to be in time to get the runner rounding third, headed for home. So Jung-Hoo Lee with an RBI single. Next batter up is Helio Ramos. Line drive out to right field, but Cameron Eden has got that play made out in right field. So the Giants will strike for 1. Rockies still looking for some more offense. We've only got 1 hit, and it was from that man right there in the batter's box. A little bloop single, but he's not going to get one here. It's the ground out there to Chapman. Surprised that a lot of these starters are still in the game. But Cole Young rips one into right center field. He's got 2. Maybe possibly thought about 3 if we were going to be really, really aggressive. But we got to take as many runners on base as we can. We can't get super, super aggressive. Here's a ground ball up the middle, and Hicks cannot make the play, and Cameron Eden with the hustle right down the line. Give me a good hard 90. Take a look at that StatCast. If Hicks just gets a glove on it, if he knocks it down, I think they make this play. But the fact that it was just a slow little chopper up the middle, 4.1 home to first for Cameron Eden, and he's going to get in safely. So now we got a little bit of a rally here. Jordan Beck on a 1-2. Runners on the corners. We are taking off for second, but oh no! Cole Young heads for home on a stolen base attempt. Cole Young, a.k.a. cough, cough, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, Gold Glover 9. Had a little mishap with the stolen base signal. He must have got his wires crossed with the third base coach. I don't know what happened there. We were definitely trying to steal second. We were not trying to steal home. Something funky here, but Jordan Beck at least gets us another runner on base with the walk, except Drew Romo can't come through in the clutch to knock in any runs here for the Rockies. And then the very next inning, Josh Naylor, in a 1-1 count, sends it over our bullpen, making sure that we know who's boss here. It's the San Francisco Giants. Right here, right now. It is 3-0 thanks to that solo shot right down Broadway. Josh Naylor knew what to do with that. 0-0 pitch here, Willy Adames, base hit. 0-0 pitch here to Matt Chapman, base hit. That should drive another run home unless Beck can make a really solid throw here. And they're going to round third, head for home. Here comes the throw from Cole Young. We got him. Beautiful, beautiful throw. Good relay. Cole Young kind of making up for the mistake on his own there. He went from third to home on the stolen base attempt. Willy Adames tried the same thing, and Cole Young said, nope, not on my watch right here. Thank you very much. Vargas makes a nice play on Anthony Reagan. Cedric Mullins draws a walk. And let's see if we make a pitching change. We will. We will do just that. It's Seth Halverson time. Having a 4.02 ERA. He has not pitched in spring training, so kind of goofy there. Cole Young diving above the baseball. So again, some mistakes here on the sticks for yours truly. Max Stassi drives a run home. It's 4-0. Here's a deep drive to center from Tyler Fitzgerald, but we've got the diamond outfielder out there, Bretton Doyle, making a beautiful running catch in the gap at the warning track. And he's going to save us, isn't he? He's going to save us from ourselves. Bretton Doyle, deep drive to left center field, 460. Solo shot for Doyle. He's going to get the Rockies on the board here. Marcus Thames, Mr. Power Hitter, loves to see that. Schwarber will draw a walk here in the bottom of the 6th. 0-0 pitch here. Adiel Amador, ground ball, base hit up the middle. We're going to send, wow, we're going to send Schwarber to third and Tolia to go home. That is an RBI single for Amador, cutting this lead in half. It's 4-2 with one down. Love it. Get pumped up. Adiel, get pumped up. Eden in the bottom of the 7th. Base hit here. All right. Nobody down. We've got, again, another opportunity for a stolen base here for Cameron Eden. He is going to get in there safely. That's now 2 stolen bases for Cameron Eden in this spring training game. You love to see it. So Jordan Beck, what do you say? 2-1 pitch, fastball right down the middle. Jordan Beck, deep drive to left, 397. Goodbye, baseball. 2-run homer for Jordan Beck. The Rockies will tie this baby up. We're not dead yet. We're not going down. Love the fight that this team has been shown here in this spring training action. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Let's not blow it here. Top of the 9th. 1-2 pitch here. Cedric Mullins going down. 100 miles an hour from Seth Halverson. 3-2 pitch here to Stassi. Going 101. Going a little bit extra. 4 strikeouts now for Halverson. 0-0 pitch here to Fitzgerald. We're at the top of the order. Fly him out. Out number 3, we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th in hopes that we can walk it off here. We got 6, 7, and 8. Young, Vargas, and Beck. And now we got to go up against Randy Rodriguez. He's a fireballer. Not going to be the easiest customer here to get base hits off of. Loves to throw that fastball. Blowing it by you. Young's going to ground out. We've got Eden and Beck going to fly out as well. Some pretty good timing for our guys, but again, just not enough wood on it to do any damage. So we're going to go extra innings here in spring training action. Top of the 10th. We're going to make a change here. Halverson's been pitching a little bit longer than I would have liked him to pitch. So we're going to go Andrew Kittredge here. 8 2/3 innings pitched. Strikeout rate at 20.7. He's going to get another K right here. He's going to set down Brett Wisely. Next batter up is Matt Higgins. They pinch hit for this guy, and he comes through with a knock. It's an RBI single. Actually, he's going to turn this thing into a double. Kind of takes advantage of the Rockies' mistake. And be careful about that celebration. You were real close to making it look real, real bad. Sam Huff comes up here as well and hits a 2-run shot. So it looks like it's pretty much over. The Rockies, yet again, really struggling. Yeah, I'd be making that face too, Kittredge. You're on my shit list. You might get cut. I didn't want to bring you here in the first place, so we might think about getting rid of you. All right, bottom of the 10th, 7-4 game. Drew Romo steps up in the 9-hole. He's going to send Jordan Beck home after a base hit. I love hitting with Drew Romo. I'm not even kidding you. I don't know what it is. I just come through with this guy. I love it, but we got to keep it going. Here's a drive by Brenton Doyle. Got the good timing, deep drive to right field. Not going to be able to make the play. We are going to send Drew Romo home. This is a little bit risky. Here comes the throw home. Not in time. Brenton Doyle steps up big time with an RBI double with still nobody out. Rockies still pushing here. We can get another big hit to tie the game. Let's get it done. So Vargas steps up. He's swinging at the first pitch. Tends to do that, but he has a good pitch to hit. It's a sinker. I liked it. We could have moved the runner if we were a little bit early. It's a third, but no such luck. So the Giants will make a change here. It's Landon Roop. He's coming in to face off against Michael Toglia. Toglia's now in a full count pitch here. Here's a deep drive to left field. And oh, what a play. Great play by the left fielder. I don't believe Ramos is still out there, but left fielder made a great play, and yeah, that's definitely not Helio Ramos. So Toglia got a job done, at least, moving the runner up, Doyle, to third base. 90 feet extra, 90 feet closer to home. Now we got Sam Hilliard up, and I kind of want to give this opportunity to Yanquiel Fernandez. He's been really good this spring training. Let's give him a shot here. So 0-0 pitch against Landon Roop, and oh my God. Oh, jeez. That curveball is slow. We got to sit back. We got to sit back just a little bit further here. He might give it to us again because we looked so bad on that swing. So here it comes. Here is a sinker. So he's kind of changing speeds on us a little bit. Goes curveball, then sinker. We'll have to see what he's going to deliver here on a 1-1. Here's the pitch to Fernandez, and it is the curveball deep drive to center field. Yanquiel Fernandez, goodbye. Walks it off. Rockies will win this game 8-7 in an extra innings rally. A rally for the ages. He just hung that breaking ball, and he knew it as soon as it came off the bat from Fernandez. Beautiful. Beautiful shot right there. Love that. Rockies win it in extras. It was dramatic. It was a great finish. Scoring 4 runs in the bottom of the 10th. 3 runs scored against us in the top of the 10th. We didn't quit. We thought it might have been over, but we didn't quit. Love that. Doyle bumps his batting average with the 2-for-5 game up to 182. And Fernandez is really making a case that he might be ready for the big leagues. He might be ready for the show. So we'll have to take a look and see how the options are shaking out, things like that with our outfield. But I was really impressed with Walker Buehler today, too. 4 innings plus and had 8 strikeouts. So that was a really, really good outing for not getting a ton of love here in spring training, not getting a lot of run. But I don't have a problem with that. I guess in real life he's had some injury history. So if you want to go with the storyline that we're trying to take care of him, take care of his arm just a little bit, have us pick and choose his spots of when he's going to play, then we could go with that. But as far as our lineup goes, as far as our ending of the spring training stats are concerned, I love that Tovar kind of boosted his numbers back up. His batting average is up to 250. Cabrera has a spot on this team, although he hasn't performed well in spring. Fernandez, I thought he played really well. He has earned a spot. So does Amador. Amador has earned a spot too. Greg Jones, not so much. No power, no juice, no nothing. Stolen bases, he had 1 from March 10th. Like, it's just, he didn't produce. He didn't produce by any means. Toglia, 47 at-bats, still a buck plus in the batting average, only 1 home run, 1 ribby, so didn't produce. Bouchard didn't produce. Hilliard hitting 226. He didn't really do too much. And then Doyle's batting average actually went down once we simmed spring training even a little bit further, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Now you got Owen Miller here to consider too. Still, he had no juice, but that vision at 69, the clutch at 75, he's got some decent speed. Fielding's pretty solid too. it's really between him and Amador. As much as I hate to say that, you know, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle as we make those 26-man roster cuts. Like, who's going to be the final guy? Who's going to be the 26th man? We got an outfield battle yet again, just like we had in Season 1. But I'm not even looking at Jordan Beck or Zach Veen or Hilliard in that matter. I'm looking at Yanquiel Fernandez, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. But as far as pitching staff goes, guys, there was nothing really standing out to me. Our starters stunk. Our relief pitchers, our back-end relievers were pretty good. I was impressed with Soto, Vodnik, Halverson, those guys like Criswell. I don't think Criswell's going to make the team here, but Dolander wasn't very good. Shavili was fine with a 1.5 and a .97. So there's some interesting decisions to be made here for Season 2. Now, we do make a couple cuts. Most of those are pitchers, so from 40 down to 33. And really, honestly, like, what I'm thinking about right here is it's between Cole Young and Owen Miller. And honestly, I like Cole Young better than Owen Miller, just because of the age and the potential and all that. I traded for him for a reason, but he didn't produce. If I'm trying to treat this realistically, he just did not produce enough in spring. He hit 212, and then you got Owen Miller, the veteran, who hit 286. Like, you got to make that decision. You got to make that call. So Cole Young, unfortunately for him, in Season 2, he does have some options. So we're going to move him down to AAA, possibly maybe AA. We'll see how it all shakes out once this is completed, but I think AA is in the cards, maybe eventually. But for right now, AAA is where he'll be at. So unfortunately for Mr. Cole Young, he's got a battle with Carraris and Ryan Ritter. Again, we have Cloutier and Jet, our two custom guys on this team. Both guys can play second. Both guys can play outfield. But honestly, I'm going to move them down to AA. I have no intentions of bringing these guys up, even though they are really good at 75 B and A potential. I still try to make this thing as realistic as I can. I do like to get custom players in my series. Not all the time that those guys are on my teams. We do have a lot of custom players across the league that's going to give us some challenges, but I do like to make them that good because, let's face it, the progression system in this game it's a little lacking. Like, it could be a lot better. These guys probably will take 5 years. If you give the game 5 years, they will produce very slowly. So that's why I usually give them a good starting point at 75 overall, and then good solid potentials as well. So anyway, we're making some changes here. Greg Jones is going to be called down to AAA. I think that's a pretty obvious one there. And some other spots here. We got the 30-man roster set up right now. We got to move this down to 26. So Zach Veen, you'll go down to AAA. Jordan Beck only hit 105. He did hit the home run in gameplay. He usually does. I actually think I play well with him in gameplay, but he just did not get it done. I know 19 at-bats is not a very big sample size whatsoever, but I think even at a 64 overall, I think there's a lot of grooming left to be done. There's a lot of progression that still needs to happen for Jordan Beck. Now, for Schwarber, obviously, there's some concerns there with the batting average and maybe a little bit of the power. I'd like to see him hit a little bit more home runs for us here. That's why we brought him in, but I'm really not even looking at doing anything with Schwarber. Like, he's just a guy here that's gonna be here for a couple years. Probably last year of the contract, he's probably going to get moved on from. But really, the position battle here is between Hilliard and Yanquiel Fernandez. Like, we just moved down Beck. We just moved down Zach Veen. We've got two more guys to move on from, right? So it could be Cameron Eden that we move on from too. Like, he is an option here at this point. So it's really between three guys: Hilliard, Eden, and Fernandez. And two of them got to get moved down. And unfortunately, I think for Cameron Eden, I still think that 65C, there's still some room left to grow for him in his game. So I think we'll move him down to the minor leagues, make some room for him to get some more playing time down there. And now it's between, now we made that decision, now it's between Fernandez and Sam Hilliard. Very, very tough call, because Hilliard, the veteran, I don't believe he has a ton of options left. Yanquiel Fernandez has a lot of options left, and he's younger. And Hilliard might be able to supply us a little bit more power. Hilliard might be able to fetch us a little bit more value if we try to trade him away. Let's say he has a pretty good start to the spring. Good April, May, June, and then we eventually can trade him away. So I'm just kind of looking through it. I'm like, you know what? Where else can we go? Can we keep both outfielders? Can we move down a reliever? And it's just not coming to me, guys. It's not coming to me. So I think we might have to consider trading Sam Hilliard. What could we possibly get for Sam Hilliard? Because honestly, like, I'm not even against this move either. $5.6 million just moved off of our books. That could be a good decision to be made, right? But I'm kind of looking around and seeing kind of what the value is for Sam Hilliard, and nothing's really popping up. Of course, I like Reynel Delgado from the Brewers. It's a shortstop, but I don't feel like we need any more infielders. I think we're pretty set there with Tovar for the future, and some of our younger guys like Ryan Ritter. And I'm not expecting anything like shockingly good for Sam Hilliard, but there's nothing popping out to me right now is like, I gotta make this move. So that's the decision we're going to make. Unfortunately for Yanquiel Fernandez, having a great spring, walking it off, delivering a really magical moment for us in this franchise. But Fernandez being 23 years old, he's got options left to use. You might as well use them. That's where I'm at. And I'm really thinking that Hilliard, if he starts playing better, he might be able to fetch us a little bit more value. It's kind of a risk. It's kind of a risk. If Hilliard sucks, you're not going to be able to move on from him anyway, right? Nobody's going to want that. So that's an unfortunate thing about spring training. Sometimes guys that play really well, they got to get moved on from. They got to get moved down, right? Like Yanquiel Fernandez. So we've had private discussions to say, hey, Yanquiel, we're looking at moves. We're actively looking at moves to get you back up here to the 26-man roster, get you to the big leagues. So we'll see. We'll see how that all pans out. But guys, that's it for the video. Leave a like if you like this thing, and let me know how you thought spring training went. I realize it was only one game, but I think moving forward in this franchise series, I don't want to spend a ton of time in spring training unless there's like positional battles to be won, or we want to see how our youngsters are doing. That's really my main focus with spring training. I don't really want to get too bogged down in guys that we know that are going to make the big league club. It just seems kind of pointless to me at that point. You never see teams move Brenton Doyle down to AAA because he stunk, you know, or Ezekiel Tovar down to AAA because he stunk, right? It's really about positional battles. It's about the young guys. It's about guys that are on the fence, right? That's really what I'm going to try to focus on mostly in spring training as we move forward. Kind of get in, get out of spring, see how everybody played, new additions, things like that, and then we get into opening day, which is actually what I'm going to see you guys next is opening day. We got Chase Dolander against Eric Fetty in St. Louis in the middle of March. See the date there? March 17th. We are, in fact, the two teams playing a two-game series that were probably supposed to be played in Japan or Korea or Europe or wherever they wanted us to go, wherever Rob Manfred wanted us to go. We didn't go there. We played in St. Louis to open up the season. We were the only two games. We were only two teams to play a two-game series in the middle of March. Then we have like 10 days off, and we play late March for real opening day. So I didn't notice this until the very end of the series. I was like, oh crap, man, we should have been doing something cool with like a created stadium, or we should have been elsewhere. Totally slipped my mind, man. Totally slipped my mind. So I apologize in advance, everybody. We should have been elsewhere. We could blame it on. You come up with it in the comments what you could blame it on, and make it funny. Maybe we'll go with that with canon. We'll make that lore for this Rockies franchise. So wherever you guys come up with, I'm anxious to hear about it in the comment section. But guys, that's it for the video. Leave a like if you like this thing, and I will see you for opening day, not opening day, on March 17th, Cardinals and the Rockies with Chase Dolander and Eric Fetty. I'll see you guys in that one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.